Africa in 10 minutes, and I am Chiamaka J. Uwadoka. Join me as I bring you the trending business news of the week as reported on Footprints Africa. Hilton set for North African expansion. Chinese firm to build $1.5 billion shoe industrial city in Aba. And Mauritius kicks off SME competition to encourage innovation. And now the news in detail. Hilton has confirmed its intention to expand its North African presence with the establishment of a dedicated development office in Casablanca, building on an active pipeline in the region, which has grown to 15 hotels across Algeria, Egypt, Morocco, and Tunisia. Hilton has identified North Africa as a focus area for further growth. Its office is located in Casablanca, the city where it announced its debut hotel earlier this year. The Vice President of the Middle East North African region said, and I quote, "Having a dedicated presence in a market is important for us in order to sustain further growth. We pride ourselves on forging strong relationships with owners, and being present on the ground is the best way to achieve this. We have almost 5,000 rooms under development in North Africa at this stage, but with majority of those being in Egypt, there is a great opportunity for us to expand our presence more widely across the region." Moving on, the governor of Abia State in Nigeria, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, has secured a foreign direct investment deal for the establishment of a shoe industrial city in Aba, the commercial nerve center of the state, with China's Huajian shoe industry. Governor Ikpeazu will freely provide the land as well as other investment incentives for the building of the $1.5 billion factory, while the Huajian Group will fund the entire project. According to a press release by his chief press secretary, Governor Ikpeazu secured the agreement during a meeting with Mr. Zhang Huarong, group chairman of the Huajian Group, in the course of his official visit to China for the first Nigeria-China Governors Investment Forum. The Abia Huajian Shoe Industrial City, which will be located in Aba, will have capacity to produce 5,000 shoes per day and employ about 10,000 people directly and indirectly. Still in Nigeria, the federal government has called for accountability in the mining sector to enhance investors' confidence to address leakages. This was stated by the Minister of Mines and Steel Development, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, in a keynote address at the 53rd Annual International Conference and Exhibition of Nigerian Society for Mining and Geosciences held in Abuja. Fayemi said the theme of the conference, the extractive industry imperatives for wealth creation and employment generation, should be a wake-up call to Nigerians in developing the sector. He stated that the mineral and metal sector holds the key for economic diversification in Nigeria, which is a condition for job and wealth creation. Also in Nigeria, the Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive of Nigerian Communications Commission, Professor Dambata, is seeking investors outside the country to come and seize the opportunities in the Nigerian ICT and telecom space for growth. To this end, he led a high-powered Nigerian delegation to the Commonwealth Investment Forum 2017. The forum was convened to address major investment needs in the next generation networks, technologies, and innovative services. A growing number of governments, international organizations, and ICT stakeholders presented and advocated initiatives, strategies, and programs in relation to connecting the next 1.5 billion people. But funding challenges continue to stifle efforts of government and other stakeholders in this regard. This forum is a multi-stakeholder partnership for synergy that brings together ICT and finance ministers, finance regulators, telecom operators, investment bankers, lawyers, consultants, infrastructure and technology providers, international bodies, and investment promotion agencies to explore opportunities for investments to unleash the potential of ICTs in the Commonwealth and beyond. The Minister of Business, Enterprise and Cooperatives in Mauritius has launched the Small and Medium Enterprises Innovation Award Competition 2017 in Port Louis to stimulate innovation in the sector. The main objective of the award is to encourage SMEs to adopt innovative approaches and practices leading to business transformation, new markets, productivity improvements, and increased investment. In his address, Minister Bola underlined that innovation plays a determining role in boosting the performance of enterprises and enables them to sustain productivity. He emphasized that innovation is a driving force for SMEs to garner competitiveness, higher productivity gains, better product development and production processes, and also secure market niches. Nigeria and Israel have entered into a partnership to strengthen their bilateral trade relation. The Bank of Industry Acting Managing Director, Mr. Wahid Olagunju, told Israeli Ambassador to Nigeria, Mr. Guy Feldman, who visited him, that the deal was timely. He said the ambassador came at a time Nigeria was trying to increase its agro-processing capacity urging domestic and foreign investors to take advantage of the opportunity to invest in the agricultural sector. Olagunju said the deal would also seek areas of collaboration in the federal government's recently launched Economic Recovery and Growth Plan. The BOI chief maintained that there was a lot of money to be made by Israeli investors in Nigeria. He said most foreign companies that invested in Nigeria reaped profitably. He also said he believes if the Israeli business model is right, they can reap much more in the Nigerian economy because of the vast natural resource endowments. An $18.15 million facility from the African Development Bank will enable South Sudan to apply for membership in the African Trade, Insurance and Trade and Development Bank. This is a prerequisite for these institutions to start operating in the country, and a move geared towards promoting and facilitating private sector investment in the fragile environment. The bank's African Trade Insurance provides medium to long-term credit and political risk insurance and other mitigation products to member countries and related public and private sector players, while the Trade and Development Bank finances and fosters trade, socio-economic development, and regional economic integration by offering debt, equity, quasi-equity, and guarantees to the public and private sectors across its RMCs. In other news, the world's leading luxury hospitality company, Four Seasons Hotels and Resorts, is set to open the first hotel in Tunisia, the 7th in North Africa, later this year. The company currently manages 2 properties in Morocco and 4 in Egypt. Four Seasons Hotels Tunis is in collaboration with Mabrouk Group, Tunisia's preeminent investment group. J. Allen Smith, President and CEO of Four Seasons Hotels and Resorts, said, and I quote, "The Mabrouk Group shares our vision of creating a new luxury experience in Tunisia, one that showcases the highest standards of quality and craftsmanship and introduces the personalized service and care for our guests that Four Seasons is known for." And finally this week, solar energy supplier Pronto is launching a new corporate social responsibility initiative to tackle youth unemployment and air pollution in underprivileged communities in South Africa. The initiative will promote social entrepreneurship with a focus on solar and replace use of fossil fuels such as kerosene with solar energy Pronto SM100 solar light to reduce health risks. The SM100 solar light, which comes with over 5 hours of light powered by solar energy, is manufactured in partnership with the global solar industry leader Yingli Solar. Pronto believes solar is becoming central to powering homes and businesses and aims to be at the forefront of the energy revolution. The initiative commits to providing rural and off-grid communities with the technical tools to use the sun as a source of energy. Dubbed the Solar Energy Solidarity Initiative, it is aligned with the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and Sustainable Development Goals. That concludes the trending news of the week. Stay tuned for a recap of the headlines. Hilton set for North African expansion. Chinese firm to build $1.5 billion shoe industrial city in Aba, Nigeria. Nigeria calls for accountability in mining sector. Nigerian Communications Commission seeks foreign investments to grow sector. Mauritius kicks off SME competition to encourage innovation. Nigeria, Israel to strengthen bilateral trade ties. South Sudan to join African Trade Insurance Agency, Trade and Development Bank. Four Seasons Hotels and Resorts to open first luxury hotel in Tunisia. And Pronto tackles unemployment pollution in South Africa. For questions, comments, or to keep up with the trending business news, stay connected. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and connect with us on LinkedIn. These news and reports are called From Footprint to Africa. For daily updates and more business news in Africa, visit www.footprinttoafrica.com today. Footprint to Africa. Business news made in Africa by Africa.